Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Todd Dean, your rodeo announcer. Welcome to the 2014 South Dakota High School Rodeo Finals.
You need to have the frame of mind. It could be Godzilla you're getting on. It doesn't matter. You got to be a warrior. I'm talking about an inner part of you that feels unstoppable. That drives a kid to realize that if that's what you want to do, there's no giving up.
Mark out.
You know, we live 50 miles from the closest town. I don't think I could live in town, you know, going in there, and there's not enough space. People that live in the city, they'll pay big money to come out for a week and get to do what I do for a lifetime. Right here, this is actually our arena where we would practice roping and riding broncs and everything to get ready for a rodeo. So, and those are all the cattle in there. We raise all of our own roping cattle. So, those have all been raised right here on the ranch, and that's what we practice on. You know, living out here, you work from a young age. You know, there's just no laying around. A ranch takes work to run, and it takes a family.
When he was a kid, there would be like 80 some families living in a township, and now, you know, I think there's 3 families living in this township now. So that's how much has changed. You just don't see as many producers there anymore, which is sad. Losing our people.
Like our ranch, you know, it's hard to run enough cattle for like very many families, just because with the expenses of ranching and stuff right now. But yeah, this is where I'd like to come back and live someday. I've high school rodeoed since I was a freshman. I just graduated. I was 4th my first year of riding barebacks, just as a sophomore, and then my junior year I was 2nd. But if I was on a horse and my feet were to come, you know, my upper body might want to come to here as my feet are here, but when I go to set them, it all comes back. You know, everybody's goal is to be a world champion, and that's mine as well. I'd like to be a world champion bareback rider someday.
About it. So I've always been a cowboy. My dad always made me be a cowboy. He always made me come out here and help him, and whenever rain, sunshine, snow, man, you were always out here. It doesn't matter sometimes. You just gotta do it. That blizzard we had in October, it killed, I want to say, close to, it killed thousands of cows. I don't know how many, but thousands and thousands. People are in tough shape. You know, people have 300-400 cows and they lose every one of them. I mean, that's your whole herd. That's starting from scratch again. There's stuff that makes you pretty tough out here, and nothing else to do but to just keep on going, and that's what kind of led to rodeo, I guess. Bull riding, I'll wear a helmet every once in a while. Bareback riding, no, I don't, and you don't really need one. Nobody really does. And but bull riding, yeah, you kind of want to wear a helmet. Them guys, them bulls they'll get you. Trying to make history now, man. I grew up loving it, the sport, and now I'm getting to the point where it's really time to step up and show them who you are and become somebody. These little towns like this, the guy makes his name in the rodeo world, which everybody from around here, man, I feel like they all have the rodeo kind of in them too. So it's and so yeah, I mean, it means a lot to people come up to ask me how I'm doing and how things are going for me, and it's awesome knowing that you can always bring these titles back to this hometown.
As a junior, I was starting to figure it out a little more, and it was starting to click, so I went to state, and I bucked off my first horse, and I knew that, you know, Shane's just consistent. Shane rides everything, and he rides good. Oh, buddy. You know, being in your own state, and there's not a lot of bareback riders, but, you know there's some of the best when you got a national champion and a 3-time state champion. And then just, you know, preparing for state, it's hard to keep my mind right and just, you know, and not folding up and saying, well, you know, he's already won a national championship and he's won 3 state championships, and just thinking that, well, I'll just give up, you know, because we know he's proved himself, and coming in there and you know, trying to keep the mindset of, you know, I can ride with him and I can do this.
Because there's nothing better than just being right on the back of a wild horse that's bucking and snorting and kicking and knowing you completely own it. I want to be that first guy to win 4 state titles. That's gonna happen next week. There ain't nothing that's gonna stop me, man. To be honest, it's mine for the taking. I'm gonna go grab it.
When you start talking about rodeo, doesn't matter what sport, it's a hard living. If you do it right, it's a good living.
Out of Dakota, South Dakota, will be our next cowboy coming in. Marissa Rayhill, she's in the back of the box right now. Oh, cowboy.
Left, Dylan.
Yeah, he's trying to make that horse pop. You see that?
There you go. Keep going.
Oh. Whew. That's pretty close, wasn't it, Willis?
I mean, bareback riding is probably the most physically demanding sport that you can do.
You know, the fate of a lot of cowboys that ends their career is just a rodeo injury, you know, something their elbow gives out, you know, or their shoulder starts hurting them, and I don't get nervous, you know. I get excited like you would to play a game of football or something, or just you get excited for the game and you just want to go at it.
On the barrier, so it's going to be a 13:08.
Feel good. Good warm day out. I love it, man. This place fires me up. It's like it's the last time I get to come to this rodeo. One horse, one bull at a time. I'm going to the top.
The horse is a majority of the ride. I mean, the rider has a certain amount of things he has to do right, but if he doesn't have the horse under him to do it, then the ride is kind of pointless.
National High School Finals Rodeo 2013. Mr. Shane O'Connell. He's going to be trying this weekend. He's trying this weekend to win his 4th championship title in a row here in South Dakota. All his Cowboys on fire. No problem. He scored a 51 in the bull riding earlier today. Let's watch it. Here we go, Shane O'Connell. Come on, Cowboy, make it run. We got it. It'll be a 62-point ride for Shane O'Connell now. I'm pretty sure that takes the lead, if not second. We got to get our results up here in the Crow's Nest from earlier today.
I don't know how to put this in a good way, but I had a terrible horse. I draw those sometimes. I was hoping to get a re-ride. Fast. That's all you can do. You can't argue with them. I was really hoping to get a better horse there, man. That really kind of aggravated me. I'm going to come back and win the next 2 rounds. That's all I can do.
All right, Trey Clark out of Benno, South Dakota. They'll be coming out of chute gate number 3.
I knew I was gonna have to ride good to beat Shane, and I knew that I got the horse to do it. So I just tried to use what I'd got and do the best I could.
He knows these horses just like I do, and then he made a good ride on a great horse. That's a nice, new little horse that Joey Wands that Trick got on, and that was a really sweet horse. He made a really good ride, and he 68 or something, so he won the round, and yeah, that's what you like to see. You just like to see the other people do good too, you know.
Do you have any Shane O'Connell fans in the house today? All right. Trey Clark is trying to take away Shane O'Connell's 4-year-in-a-row championship title. Shane knows what he has to do. He's got to make one heck of a ride. He's got to win this go-round to get ahead of
Bareback riding is supposed to be a wild, aggressive, in control event. If you're a kid in a horse event, he wants bucking. Bottom line.
Shane O'Connell, your 2013 National High School Bareback riding champion. Here's a quick Smith bucking horse. Come on, Trig. He's in the running for that championship title. He's in the running. Oh, boys. Going to be a 58 with an option of a re-ride for Shane O'Connell. Oh, I bet he's going to take it. He's not afraid to get on bareback. Shane, what do you think? Yes, he says, let's do it again. I like that, boy. I like his style. We got people out there in the stand rooting for you, Cowboy, for your 4th-in-a-row championship title. Can he do it? Let's make a ride. Yes, they got him covered. He drew himself a spinner. 61-point ride for Shane O'Connell.
60 points twice, 2 times in a row. Takes me 3 horses. It's ridiculous, man. I don't know. I'm gonna make myself look like an ass if I keep talking, man.
Hey, look at that.
Now's not really the best time.
Jesus is risen. Jesus is risen. Jesus is risen indeed. Jesus is risen indeed. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes.
High school finals. Final go round, Cowboys and Cowgirls. Let's take a look at them. It's been a long road to some of the finally made to the final go round. Our pickup man for all weekend, King Horse, Kirk Jockey.
When you come into a finals like that, it boils down to one horse, whether you're going to be the champ or you're not.
Flat on his belly.
Well, the horse I drew yesterday is the one that Shane has today, so Shane's been able to watch him and he knows what he's going to do and kind of knows what he's got coming, so he's ready for that.
Let's go.
Doing all here on the rodeo pen. Come on, Billy, we got a ride. Raven Treehan. Big scores, Trick Clark, Shane O'Connell, they're our top Cowboys. They won the first go-round, the second go-round. Trick was first place, and Shane in second. That's going to be a tight race for national spot for first place. Second right now for J.D. Anderson. Brings us down to our next 2 Cowboys. Shane O'Connell will be our next Cowboy in. This Cowboy has won himself 3 of these titles in a row. Freshman, sophomore, junior year. This is his senior year coming into the finals. This is last year. He wants to make this last year his 4th and final one to win that 4th championship title in a row. He can do it. He won the 2013 National High School Finals last year in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Nobody else from South Dakota has done that in the bareback riding since 1952. We've seen this Cowboy down in Las Vegas at the National Indian Finals Rodeo. He's going to be coming up here in the future, folks. He's going to be one of our next world champions. Come on, Shane O'Connell. We have some fans in the house for let's hear you. He's got to be better than a 61 to be at the top of the league. Our next Cowboy coming up to be Trey Clark. 66-point ride for Shane O'Connell. He's your new leader right now in the bareback riding. He's going to be taking home no less than 2-place buddy. Trey Clark, our final bareback rider out of Northwestern. Now Trey, he's won the first and second go-round. He's trying to take that championship title away from Shane O'Connell. He can do it right here, right now. He's getting off the long race bucket horse. They're going to go Shane number 1. Trey Clark, South Dakota. This is the Stay on What's it gonna be? 67! Your new Bareback Riding Champion for 2014!
I knew I had to ride him to beat Shane. I knew he was going to ride all three. And I just, horse was a little wild, and I just bared down. I didn't ride him as good as he could have been rode, but I got done what I needed to. So that's what I want to do. Feels great. I worked for this for 3 years, and Shane, you know, national champion, 3-time state champ. This was the year I wanted to get it. So that's what I came to do.
I'm Fred Clark. We're in Corson County, South Dakota, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I'm the South Dakota State Champion Bareback rider for 2014.